So good morning to everyone. So last class we discussed instrumentation amplifier and chopper amplifier. Chopper amplifier means chopping the signal, particular signal from the given signal. So in that chopper amplifier we have two types of chopper amplifier. One is mechanical chopper amplifier, the next one is non-mechanical chopper amplifier. So in mechanical chopper amplifier, so we have two nodes connected to opposite sides, and the T network will be followed by one switch. The output of the T network will be given to the switch S1. After that it will be connected to the amplifier. After amplifier it will be connected to the diode, connected with series resistance and capacitance. So this is a block diagram of circuit diagram of chopper amplifier. So what's the operation of chopper amplifier means? The output of the T network will be a switch. If a switch is on, that is switch is close, the diode will be a forward bias. So after that the circuit will be act as a forward bias. It will conduct the current. So or else the switch is open or off. So the diode will be reverse bias. So the reverse bias means there will be a open circuit. The current will not conduct in this circuit. So this is the operation of chopper amplifier. So this slide shows the non-mechanical chopper amplifier. So here low level DC input will be given to the modulator circuit, and the modulator output will be a square wave output. So after that it will be connected to the electrolytic capacitor, and the output of the electrolytic capacitor will be connected to the amplifier. In lower side we have connected a oscillator circuit. So oscillator means without giving any input it will produce the output. So in oscillator we have connected neon bulb 1 and 2. So the neon bulb is connected with oscillator. So the neon bulb 1 is connected to the modulator 1, and the neon bulb 2 is connected with the demodulator. Here we are using two PC1, that is pulse diodes, photodiodes, PC1 and PC2. So in modulator we are using a transmitter side, in demodulator we are using the receiver side. So here we are using 4 photodiodes, PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4. So the neon bulb 1 and neon bulb 2 which is connected to the oscillator circuit which produce the output without any giving input. So the neon bulb 1 is connected to the modulator, PC1 and PC3. Neon bulb 2 is connected to PC4, and PC2 and PC3 and PC4 connected to neon bulb 1, and neon bulb 2 is connected with PC3 and PC4. So this neon bulb 2 is demodulator circuit. So the low level DC input which will be given to the modulator circuit, it will modulate the signal. The photodiodes are forward bias, means it will glow the photodiode according to the neon bulb input. So again I am repeating, the neon bulb 1 is connected with PC1 and PC2, PC3 and PC4 is connected with neon bulb 2. So neon bulb 1 is connected to the modulator circuit and neon bulb 2 is connected to the demodulator circuit. So modulator circuit which modulates the signal, which will detect the message from the modulated output. So which will be given to the amplifier and demodulator circuit. So demodulator circuit separate the message from the modulator signal, and then it will be given to the low pass filter. So the low pass filter will be produce the output, it is amplified output. So why we are using the low pass filter means, what is the use of low pass filter? It will allow the low frequency and attenuate the high frequency. And the output of the low pass filter will be a amplified output. So this is the operation of non-mechanical chopper amplifier. So this slide shows the isolation amplifier. So here amplifier, modulator circuit, LEDR, transformer, primary. So it is separated by the isolation barrier. Isolation amplifier, it has a input section and output section, and the input section and output section is separated by the isolation barrier. So the input signal is given to the amplifier and the modulator and the LEDR, transformer, primary. So that will be connected to the ground as input common, and output section and input section which will be separated by the isolation barrier. So in output side we have photodiode or transformer secondary and demodulator amplifier output. Input side we are using the transformer primary, output side we are using the transformer secondary, and input side we are using modulator and output side we are using demodulator. So the input and output section will be separated by the isolation barrier. So this is the operation of isolation amplifier. So the next is transformer as barrier circuit. So here input circuit op amp, so that will be given to the modulator or driver circuit. So the modulator or driver circuit which will be given to the isolation barrier, it has one bridge circuit, and it will convert the AC input into DC. So modulator or driver circuit which is used to modulating the signal, and modulator output will be given to the demodulator or conditioner. So that demodulator or conditioner circuit which detect the original signal from the message signal, and that will be given to the output operational amplifier. So the output operational amplifier will be a output value. So that is transformer as a barrier. So in previous slide, the isolation barrier is separated by the input and output section. So that transformer is used as a isolation barrier. So this is the function of transformer as barrier. So input circuit and output circuit. So input circuit we are using primary and modulator. Output circuit we are using demodulator and conditioner. So that's all about transformer as barrier circuit. Thank you.